It's an absolutely perfect East Tennessee Friday. Game 2 of 3 this weekend. Second-ranked Tennessee back at home. They've got the Auburn Tigers. Tennessee a winner in Game 1 yesterday. They will look for another series win here today. We welcome you into the show. They started now all 46 games. The Tigers. Smith swung through that one, and Sage Marchetko already a strikeout. First batter faced.
Sage
shortstop. Peralta in the air. Gonna test Morgan down the line and left, and that's gone. Homer here right away for the Tigers.
You mentioned how many games Peralta has played and how she's a veteran. And you can see this with this at-bat. She's not going to let a good, just left this ball up. Peralta getting even with the ball right at her letters, just driving through it, staying palm up, palm down through it, and extending so it gets out the park.
Home run number will take some cuts for the first time here in Game 2. There's Chris Malveaux, co-head coach of the Tigers, and his wife Kate taking over this program as Annalie Adams will go down about half swing. Marchetko, second punch out. Marchetko, 65 innings thrown, 2.58 ERA, 92 strikeouts on the year. And there's a third of the inning. She strikes out the side, and a good Fiedler on the 3-1. Center field, and an easy play for Smith, out number 1.
You saw a lot of that from the Lady Vols yesterday in hitters counts, 3-1 there. Not
dynamic a second time around. Here's Panel, another hard hit ball deep center at the wall. That's off Smith's glove. Panel running the whole way, heading for third, stand up triple.
Driving the ball deep in the outfield. You see this ball once again left over the plate. Panel taking advantage of it. Great effort by Smith. Obviously the wind blowing out could have.
Gibson right to Peralta at short.
Sometimes you just hit it exactly where they're playing. Peralta
transferred to Auburn from Oklahoma, 2.94 ERA this season. She's pitched the bulk of the Tiger innings. And that runs in and hits Nugent. As you mentioned, Riley, first base is open, doesn't hurt you as much with 2 outs. Full count on the way. Guerin ready. Mealer ripping to left field. RBI base hit. All tied here in the first.
Or Laura Mealer right there just having a competitive at-bat. A line drive, staying right on it, even playing with the ball. A full count, runners are on the move. Obviously scores the run, but Sophia Nugent getting second for scoring position, the top half of the SEC in their batting average. But what matters most is when they're getting their hits. They have such clutch at-bats when it matters most.
Leach goes up high, that's strike 3, so Guerin ends efforts there. At least be familiar with the level of play and competition across the board. That makes for a bit more of a seamless transition. McCrary, foul tip into the mitt. Good squeeze from Nugent. There's one hit last week against Georgia, led the team in average a season ago. That runs in, and it got her. Base runner for Auburn. A bit of a painful at-bat for everyone in the box that time. And it was a good inning in 2/3, 3 strikeouts, no hits. Prior to that, 8 earned runs combined in her last 2 outings. That hits the zone, strike 3, and she's already got 5 strikeouts here through an inning in 2/3. All of her
from getting on from a walk.
Full count, pop fly foul territory. Does Nugent have a play? And instead, it's Gibson. It stayed in the park, and it's out number 3. So a tough play. Jake Guerin back in the circle for Auburn. 0-2 start for the freshman Clark. That's strike 3 swinging as Guerin sends her packing out number 1. And those two teams, it creates a lot of schedule maybe not discrepancies, because a lot of teams are having to play these teams too, but just some schedules are very different, as Ella Dodge is going to beat that one out. Base runner for Tennessee. Morgan, that's a rip. No one was home. Right field side, and Morgan can run for days. Dodge, hard turn from third. She scores. Big time rip from Savia Morgan.
This is about as hype as you have seen these Lady Vols, because Savia Morgan doesn't usually swing away. They've been putting a shift on her throughout this entire SEC season. She finally swings away, gets a good pitch, drives it to right field where no one is at, gets a triple out of it. But the best part is the celebration from the dugout. Karen
Fiedler in play. Morgan to the plate, and now caught in a jam. Auburn trying to get her, throw back to third, back safe. She's got so much speed in that time. 3-0, and then another intentional outside pitch. Taylor Panel hit the walk-off home run against Haley Rainey to give Tennessee that win. So no need to mess around this time. Let's load the bases, force out. Gibson on the ground, picked up from Peralta over to first for one short out. Tennessee able to chalk home another in the process.
Lou Gibson, a home run hitter, like you said, but putting the ball in.
Sophia Nugent, this is a bomb! 3-run shot, back-to-back days with a missile.
This is exactly why you had Taylor Panel, McKenna Gibson, and then Sophia Nugent all up there at the top of the lineup, the home run hitters. If McKenna Gibson's not going to get it done with the blast, Sophia Nugent's going to do it. She's seeing the ball so well right now. Once again, just getting a ball over the plate. It's not a bad pitch height-wise. Sophia Nugent just gets her knee below it. Once again, doesn't finish her swing because the follow-through is not needed when you're staying on the ball and extending through with some power coming from her bottom half. Just the excitement and momentum that the Lady Vols have.
Mueller with the bases empty. Mollers across the diamond, and that ends the second. Tennessee pours it up.
Coached, but Coach Weekly said as soon as that first pitch is thrown, it's straight competition mode.
That 2-2 swung on and missed as Sage Marchand. Another strikeout for Margetko, this time looking
Fearlessly, like Coach Karen Weekly's asking her to do.
Here's the one blemish. Nelia Peralta right over the bag at third. Tough play, but Panel makes a good throw. 1, 2, 3 for Sage Margetko.
Travel getting deeper.
And Leach will go down looking. Strike 3 called. Second time Leach has been struck out. 3-2 actually. So new life for Emma Clark. Clark instead is going to put it in play, and that's out number 2. So same result. Maybe not back-to-back strikeouts, but a ground out.
In play more, and then not letting the balls in play if you make an air compound into something else.
That's a rip from Ella Dodge. Abby Smith has it on the layout. A loud final out. So speak to co-head coach.
Why you see Auburn's numbers just increasing in every category offensively this year.
Annalie Adams crushed that one. That's going to hop off the wall. The freshman continues to rake. Loud single in her Tiger career. Showing bunt, lays it down right in front of Nugent. Throw over to first. Dodge is there. Wow, what a scoop.
Ella Dodd just being athletic there. Not a first baseman, but coming over to become the first baseman. A bunt dropped by Isis Trezvik. Sophia Nugent having to be so quick makes her throw a little bit in the dirt, but look how athletic Ella Dodge is there, practically doing the splits to...
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld.
And that was a quick decision.
Again, Auburn using small ball.
McCrary high up in the air, and Panel has it at third and foul territory. It's a huge get. A chance to take the series. Anna Wohlers hits this one well. It's deep right field, and it takes a hop off the wall. Annalie Adams will score. Auburn able to cut into Tennessee's lead.
Wooler just taking a pitch left over the plate and driving it. That's a beautiful swing, staying on it through extension, and that's how you hit the ball in the gap, is you stay on it and you keep your front shoulder closed longer and you extend more throughout it. Then Gabby Leach there, once again playing the ball.
That skips to Nugent on the move. Wohlers throw down. The tag just misses from Mueller. The eyes on the year. And 1-2's in there. Marchetko fires in her 8th strikeout of the game. Expecting another one this year. And 1-1, Morgan chops up the middle. That's 2 hits for Savia Morgan.
Savia Morgan, like coordination, doing athletic tasks.
There goes Morgan, throw down from Lisenby. Did not get her, it was close, but Morgan has stolen base, number 23.
Something mentally and just being out there for her pitches and her team.
Fiedler to Roach, out wanted, advances Morgan to third.
Having each other's backs out there.
1-1 swing from Panel over to third, throw across the diamond in time, so fantastic play from Wohlers, waited on Morgan and still made the play.
And make a decision to go back to third or make a decision to move up and try and score.
Gibson trying to find some grass. Roach makes the play for the third out. Battled the sun. Acrobatic final out again for Auburn.
Right now she's heavily relying on that down part of the zone and spinning it up just a little bit to get right above the Auburn bats.
No time wasted to start the 5th. That is a rip from...
Runs any way you can. Just try and hit the ball hard on a line.
Roach up the middle, back-to-back singles for Auburn. Jump start in the 5th. Abby Smith lays down a bunt on Carlin Pickens' first pitch out of the bullpen, and both runners advance for Auburn.
Abby Smith is doing what she can to move base runners. Ball over the plate. Played well by McKenna Gibson there on first base. But now
RBI chance. 3-1 hitters count. Peralta will test Mueller at short. Throw over in time. It does bring across a run for Auburn, and they just keep chipping into this Tennessee lead.
That's all they have to do is keep chipping, but Peralta ahead in the count, makes something happen. Laura Mueller goes into the 5-6 hole for a backhand get it out. Makes for an easy score for Lisenby there coming home.
Pickens pitched all 7 innings in game 1. Adams the other way, bobbled from Gibson. No one at first. Auburn another run here in the inning.
Knowing the type of pitcher they're facing, Carlin Pickens doesn't give it up. But Annalie Adams so successful because she stays inside the ball. 70 plus, it's hard to do, to not hit it on the handle. That's a pitch on the inside corner, and she's still able to keep. Usually with Carlin Pickens, you see a shift because you think batters are going to tend to be late.
Quick work of Tresvik, and Pickens gets the strike more free. Nugent gets underneath another one. This one won't carry like before, and Abby Smith has it.
So game. Yesterday, Gabby Leach ties it with the home run. First inning, Laura Mueller ties it up.
Mueller will go down looking that time. S.J. Guerin re-enters. That's another strikeout, Tennessee, here in the fifth. On the ground, Rose Roach has it. It's a 1-2-3 inning for S.J. Guerin. She re-enters in style. Equivalent, it's about 110 in baseball. McCrary goes down swinging. Pickens, good start here to the sixth. 73 for the strikeout. It's all Carlin Pickens this inning.
But that's kind of what you have to do, especially with 2 strikes when you're trying to foul off anything that's close.
Fouled back, and another tough hit for Ron White back there. Foul balls. Ooh.
Right there on the shoulder. You see both Nugent and Leck.
The door in this game too. Got her swinging. Pickens strikes out the side.
Another way for them to prove what they can do moving into postseason.
Emma Clark hit by a pitch. She will lead off at first. Still a few key regular season series.
She's on time and she might be seeing me well.
Ball 4, so 2 Lady Vols aboard with no outs.
And this is what Coach Kate Malvo mentioned to us not late in her interview with Coach Karen.
Bunt is down. Both runners advancing. Job well done by the do-it-all, Savia Morgan.
Just being selfless, doing any.
Fiedler waited on it, weak ground ball to Guerin. Only plays to first. A very productive second out for Auburn. Was that ball 4? I think we're trying to figure it out. All right, it was. There's the intentional walk. Gibson underneath it, right to Smith at center. Didn't have to move a muscle. Tennessee strands 3, still life for Auburn to move to the 7th. Made a habit of comeback wins. They have 19 come from behind wins this season. That tops the nation. And that's a rip and a great way to start. Lisenby, a second single here today.
Lisenby has strikes to get a base hit, so Roach just fouling off anything close, waiting for a mistake from Carlin Pickens.
0-2, Pickens wins that battle.
That's what makes her so elite.
0-2 pitch. Pickens got her swinging. That's back-to-back strikeouts. In the air. Who's got it? Dodge does. Tennessee takes the series. Carlin Pickens slams the door shut. 6 strikeouts in relief.
Carlin Pickens once again just being an elite pitcher, getting ahead of batters, using her pitcher's pitches, keeping them off balance, and then just being a great teammate and leading her team.
2 big wins at home for the Lady Vols, and they continue a fantastic stretch of conference play. 21 of their last 23 SEC series.